Sure, it sounds nuts. Trust is a must. Digging deep in your crust. Having love for your guts. I'm sailing throughout this ocean in a hurrieless motion, eager to receive and believe what I indeed need to understand this wretched land, to become this so-called man who was known to have some kind of plan. Then came the echoes of who I truly am. Took a second to register, however that relevant gesture, experience and handful of failures ended up all making me that much greater. But as the constant absorption began the hoarding, my days caught way with such contortion. But instead of mourning, I but to just record this morning and keep this urgent attendance persistently flowing. Without knowing what's inside, dealing with this life will be nothing short of an unpredictable ride. Reputation of high, but I'm lost to abide, with no choices someday have to swallow that pride. For some it's nothing but a lie, just to barely get by. Posted behind my side under the impression I can't see you at night. Well, that's when it's time to rewind. Make the shit fine, hitting something from behind as I blaze till I'm blind. Catch the fever, let it wander throughout your mind. That will reveal the real sunshine. Instinctually feeling what flavor or kind you caught at the beginning of time. You caught at the beginning of time. Sure, it sounds nuts, but trust is a must. Digging deep in your crust, having love for your guts. Sure, it sounds nuts, but trust is a must. Digging deep in your crust, having love for your guts. Sure, it sounds nuts, but trust is a must. Digging deep in your crust, having love for your guts. Sure, it sounds nuts, but trust is a must. Digging deep in your crust, having love for your guts. Okay, now take a quick step back. Sit the fuck back on that second, take a couple to relax. Hope you're ready, cause high is fever. Arrived to contact your very few believers. A massive misperception here to lay a lesson that will shake the infection. Actually approve what you lack to, in fact, learn to count a blessing. Maybe even keep that misact intact. Yep, it's a fever flowing out the tap with some methods and concepts to know no false and facts. Some of them clever tactics, acting as a magnet, having the attractive tricks, crawling back in with your fat ass stacking, feeling frantically far from lacking. Fuck doomed, I call it that too smooth truth. Eternally having happy from that tune to her womb. I'm certain of this truth that most don't induce some faith, peace, and a type of attitude on which conserves the thinking, distinguishes flinking. Please take a quick second and give this bliss a listen. That just might fill in the dots that seem to you are missing. Okay, now we're to fulfill this seems like impossible mission. Focus inside, finally see the light, and maybe even actually crave to die tonight. Gain some insight, clearly see the eternal might so bright. It makes things feel as if they're the real deal. A mass appeal which demands for you to kneel when you indeed need to believe there could be appeal to the way you feel. Heal to you, the misbeliever. It's okay, here come the fever to cleanse the mishap. I'm here to take a couple laps around this crap while I write the raps that expose the well-trapped facts. And that's that. Sure, it sounds nuts, but trust is a must. Digging deep in your crust, having love for your guts. Sure, it sounds nuts, but trust is a must. Digging deep in your crust, having love for your guts. Sure, it sounds nuts, but trust is a must. Digging deep in your crust, having love for your guts. Sure, it sounds nuts, but trust is a must. Digging deep in your crust, having love for your guts.
Give me more than one.
Wild as the wind, give me more than one.
I'm here to bring, discover and uncover the many ways to manipulate these medicinal flaves as I stimulate and emulate you on and off this constant haze we experience from day to day. Get you leveled out, feeling okay, or make the stain pain go away for a segment of the day. Which leads me to say, I'm here doing this for a purpose. We all are. But we ignore this. Serpents blinded by greed, so dismiss this meaningless feed you consistently receive in and take quickly. The CFC this green, obtaining a quick lean, if you know what I mean. Made to dismiss this feeling of pissed, shaped before euphoric bliss, with the grand ability to check and inspect a couple for respect, cross them off the list, without using a whimsical yet physical fist. So get real, gain some sort of appeal, so you can stop running in that wheel. Know how it feels to feel, becoming aware of the deal as well as kneeling to a meal, and things that's in front of you and actually real.
Wild as the wind. Give me more than one.
Blessing, consistently contesting on what you have done so.
Give me more than one.
Fleshling to convert to a faithful flesh king, intercepting evil in his minions, chaotic opinions. He is never ending sending, depending on how weak your will determines on how open to accept or reject the evil plans to instill to someone may seem surreal, at times even holding mass appeal for the desires that I'm so tired of this vessel being forced to feel.
Give me more than one.
I stick with my girl Jane, who goes by like 300 names. Construct this train that travels the vein straight to the brain, inducing that seldom sense of humane. Then I proceed to cultivate the stank shit, maybe even make some bank off the dank that made me blank. I'm straight on the major leagues in all their tasteless, base twisted, facelifted entities with the pathetic attempt of befriending me and bring contempt to these. So please conceive there will always be another way around the tree. Indeed, inherit and bleed, planting the seed that's coming to be. Dividing mechanics behind how we breathe, best not deceive the feed. Instead there's faith and we believe in something we can't quite really see. However, indeed carry the ability to sense and feel the things that seem surreal. No